Mama June Josh missing from Pumpkin's Father's Day post sparks fan questions. Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're diving into a story that has fans of the Shannon family talking all over social media. The latest headline making waves is, Mama June, Josh missing from Pumpkin's Father's Day post sparks fan questions. Father's Day is usually a time for families to celebrate the important dads in their lives. Social media becomes filled with heartfelt messages, family photos, and emotional tributes. But sometimes, what isn't posted can attract just as much attention as what is. That's exactly what happened when Lauren Pumpkin Efford shared her Father's Day message online. Fans immediately noticed something unusual. Josh Efford, Pumpkin's former husband and the father of her children, was nowhere to be seen in her post. There were no photos featuring him, no special message thanking him for being a father, and no mention of him at all. For many people, this may not seem like a big deal. After all, not every social media post needs to include every family member. But for followers of the Shannon family, every detail matters. The family has spent years sharing their lives on television, and viewers have become deeply invested in their relationships. As soon as Pumpkin's post went live, fans started asking questions. Some wondered if there was still tension between Pumpkin and Josh following their divorce. Others questioned whether the two had managed to maintain a friendly co-parenting relationship. A few even feared that something serious had happened behind the scenes. Comments quickly began appearing online. One fan reportedly wrote, "Why isn't Josh in the Father's Day post? He's still the father of your children." Another commented, "I hope everything is okay between them because the kids deserve both parents." Others speculated that the omission could simply be a sign that Pumpkin is moving on with her life and choosing not to include her ex-husband in public tributes. The reaction highlights something fascinating about reality television families. Because fans have watched Pumpkin and Josh's relationship for so many years, many feel emotionally connected to their story. For years, Pumpkin and Josh were considered one of the strongest couples in the Mama June franchise. Viewers watched them overcome financial struggles, family drama, and the challenges of raising children at a young age. Josh was often praised by fans for stepping up during difficult times. Many viewers admired the way he supported Pumpkin and her family, especially during periods of chaos involving Mama June's personal struggles. He became a fan favorite because he often appeared calm, patient, and deeply devoted to his children. That's why his absence from the Father's Day post immediately caught people's attention. To longtime viewers, Josh wasn't just Pumpkin's former husband. He was an important part of the family's story. The couple's separation already shocked many fans when it became public. After years together and 4 children, news of their divorce led to widespread discussion online. Since then, both Pumpkin and Josh have been trying to move forward with their lives. However, every new social media post seems to reignite questions about where their relationship currently stands. Are they getting along? Are they successfully co-parenting? Or is there still unresolved tension between them? At the moment, neither Pumpkin nor Josh has publicly addressed the Father's Day controversy. The silence has only fueled even more speculation. Some fans believe Pumpkin intentionally kept the post focused on other family members. Others think she may have wanted to avoid criticism or unnecessary attention. There are also fans who argue that social media doesn't tell the full story. Just because someone isn't mentioned online doesn't necessarily mean they aren't involved in their children's lives. In fact, many separated couples choose to keep certain aspects of their relationships private, especially when children are involved. Still, because Pumpkin and Josh's lives have been so public for so many years, fans continue searching for clues in every photo, every caption, and every missing detail. The Father's Day post has once again reminded everyone just how invested viewers remain in this family. And perhaps the biggest question remains. Was Josh's absence simply an innocent social media decision? Or does it reveal something deeper happening behind the scenes? As fans continue debating the issue, one thing is certain, people are eager to know what the future holds for Pumpkin, Josh, and their family. And this story may be far from over. Welcome back to part 2 of our story. As fans continue discussing Josh Efford's absence from Pumpkin's Father's Day post, many are looking back at the history of their relationship and wondering how things changed so dramatically. For years, Pumpkin and Josh seemed inseparable. Viewers watched them build a family together while facing one challenge after another. Their relationship wasn't perfect, but many fans believed they would overcome anything. Josh became known as one of the most dependable people in the Shannon family. Whenever there was a crisis, he often appeared to be the person trying to keep everyone calm. When Mama June faced personal struggles and family conflicts intensified, Josh was frequently seen supporting Pumpkin and helping take care of the children. That image made him extremely popular with viewers. Many fans even described him as the rock of the family. Because of that reputation, the news of Pumpkin and Josh's divorce came as a major surprise. Their separation immediately sparked countless questions. People wanted to know what had happened behind closed doors and whether the relationship had been struggling for a long time. As details about the divorce emerged, fans realized that both Pumpkin and Josh were entering a completely different chapter of their lives. Since then, every update involving either of them has become headline news. Whether it's a social media photo, a family gathering, or a television episode, fans carefully analyze every detail. That's exactly why the Father's Day post became such a major talking point. Some fans believe Pumpkin's decision not to include Josh may simply reflect the reality of life after divorce. For many former couples, social media traditions naturally change after a separation. A person who once appeared in every family photo may gradually disappear from public posts, even if they remain an active parent. Others, however, think there may be more to the story. Some viewers have questioned whether the relationship between Pumpkin and Josh remains strained. After all, divorce can be emotionally difficult, especially when children are involved. Even when parents work hard to co-parent successfully, there can still be moments of tension, hurt feelings, and adjustments. The situation becomes even more complicated when both individuals begin moving on with their personal lives. Over the past several months, both Pumpkin and Josh have been surrounded by rumors and public speculation regarding their new relationships and future plans. Every new development seems to generate even more questions from fans. Some supporters believe Pumpkin intentionally avoided mentioning Josh because she wanted the focus to remain on her current life and family celebrations. Others feel that Father's Day would have been the perfect opportunity to publicly acknowledge him as the father of her children. The debate has become surprisingly emotional. Many fans have shared memories of watching Pumpkin and Josh together over the years. Some say they miss seeing the couple as a team. Others have accepted that relationships change and believe both deserve happiness in their separate lives. One thing that stands out is the loyalty many viewers still have toward Josh. A large number of comments online have expressed appreciation for the role he played in the family for so many years. Many fans continue to praise his dedication as a father and his willingness to support Pumpkin during difficult periods. Because of that, his absence from the Father's Day tribute felt noticeable to many followers. However, there is another side to this discussion. Some fans believe that social media has created unrealistic expectations. Just because a person isn't featured in a post doesn't automatically mean there is conflict. In today's world, people often assume they know everything about a celebrity's life based on a few photos or captions. But reality is often much more complicated. Pumpkin and Josh may have private agreements regarding what they choose to share publicly. They may simply prefer keeping certain family matters away from social media. And if that's the case, the Father's Day post may not carry the deeper meaning that many fans are assigning to it. Still, the speculation continues. The Shannon family has spent years living in the public eye, and fans have become accustomed to following every twist and turn in their journey. As a result, even a small social media detail can quickly turn into a major conversation. Right now, there are still more questions than answers. Will Pumpkin eventually explain the post? Will Josh respond to the fan discussions? Or will both choose to remain silent and move forward privately? Whatever happens next, one thing is clear: viewers remain deeply invested in the lives of Pumpkin and Josh, and they are eager to see how this next chapter unfolds. The story is still developing, and fans are watching closely for any new clues. Welcome back to part 3 of our story. As the discussion surrounding Pumpkin's Father's Day post continues, many fans are now focusing on a bigger question: what does the future look like for Pumpkin and Josh as co-parents? One of the reasons fans care so much about this situation is because children are involved. Throughout their years together, Pumpkin and Josh built a large family and often shared moments of parenthood with viewers. Fans watched them celebrate birthdays, face parenting challenges, and support their children through life's ups and downs. Because of this, many people are hoping that despite their divorce, the two have found a way to work together for the sake of their children. Co-parenting after a separation is never easy. It requires communication, patience, and a willingness to put personal differences aside. For many families, it can take months or even years to establish a healthy routine. Some fans believe that Pumpkin and Josh may still be in that adjustment period. After spending so many years as husband and wife, transitioning into a co-parenting relationship can be complicated. Emotions don't simply disappear overnight. There may still be sadness, disappointment, or unresolved feelings that both individuals are trying to work through privately. This is one reason why some viewers think Josh's absence from the Father's Day post may not necessarily indicate conflict. Instead, it could simply reflect the reality of two people learning how to navigate a new chapter in their lives. Others, however, remain concerned. They point out that social media has often served as a window into the Shannon family's relationships. Over the years, family celebrations, milestones, and emotional moments have frequently been shared publicly. Because fans are used to seeing these personal moments online, any noticeable change immediately attracts attention. For many followers, the missing Father's Day tribute felt unusual. Some supporters have even expressed disappointment, saying that regardless of the divorce, Josh remains an important figure in the children's lives and deserves recognition on a day meant to honor fathers. At the same time, other fans strongly defended Pumpkin. They argued that no one should be pressured into posting about an ex-spouse on social media. According to these supporters, Father's Day messages are personal decisions, and nobody outside the family truly understands their situation. The debate has essentially divided fans into two groups. One side believes Josh deserved a public acknowledgement. The other side believes Pumpkin had every right to celebrate the holiday however she chose. Interestingly, the conversation has also sparked broader discussions about privacy and public expectations. Reality television stars often face a unique challenge. Their audiences feel connected to them because they have shared so many personal experiences on screen. As a result, viewers sometimes expect continued access to every aspect of their lives. But the reality is that television cameras don't capture everything. There are private conversations, personal struggles, and family decisions that remain hidden from public view. It's entirely possible that Pumpkin and Josh have privately reached an understanding about their co-parenting relationship that fans simply don't know about. And until either of them decides to speak publicly, much of the speculation remains exactly that, speculation. Still, fans continue searching for clues. Some are revisiting old interviews and social media posts. Others are carefully watching future updates, hoping for signs that Pumpkin and Josh are on good terms. The emotional investment that viewers have in this family is undeniable. After years of watching their story unfold on television, many people genuinely want the best outcome for everyone involved. They want the children to grow up surrounded by love and support. They want Pumpkin and Josh to find happiness. And they hope that whatever happened behind the scenes, the family can continue moving forward in a positive direction. For now, though, the Father's Day post remains one of the biggest talking points among fans. A single social media decision has led to countless questions and discussions across the internet. Was it simply an innocent omission? Was it a sign of changing family dynamics? Or was it something much more significant? At this stage, nobody outside the family truly knows the answer. But one thing is certain, the story has once again shown just how closely fans continue to follow every development in the lives of Pumpkin and Josh. And with the Shannon family, there always seems to be another chapter waiting just around the corner. Welcome back to the final part of our story. After days of online discussions and endless speculation, one thing has become clear: a simple Father's Day post has turned into one of the most talked about moments among fans of the Shannon family. The reaction shows just how invested viewers remain in the lives of Pumpkin and Josh. For years, audiences watched their relationship grow from young love into marriage and parenthood. They celebrated happy moments with the couple and also witnessed some of their most difficult challenges. Because of that long history, many fans still see Pumpkin and Josh as an important part of each other's stories, even after their divorce. This is why Josh's absence from the Father's Day tribute created so many questions. To some people, it was simply a social media decision that doesn't deserve much attention. To others, it seemed like a meaningful change that might reveal something about the current state of their relationship. But perhaps the biggest lesson from this situation is that social media doesn't always tell the full story. A photograph, a caption, or a missing tag can quickly lead people to make assumptions. Yet behind every post are real people dealing with real emotions and complicated family situations. Divorce changes relationships in many ways. Traditions that once seemed normal may suddenly feel different. Holiday celebrations evolve. Public posts become more selective. And former couples often create new boundaries as they adjust to life apart. For Pumpkin and Josh, this transition is happening while millions of people continue watching and commenting on every step they take. That kind of public attention can be incredibly difficult. Every decision becomes a topic of discussion. Every photo is analyzed. Every missing detail becomes a mystery for fans to solve. Despite all the speculation, there is one thing that many supporters agree on. Both Pumpkin and Josh have important roles in their children's lives. No matter what their personal relationship looks like today, many fans hope they can continue working together as parents and provide stability and love for their family. In fact, some viewers believe this entire conversation says more about the fans than it does about Pumpkin and Josh. People became emotionally attached to this family because they spent years watching them on television. They celebrated victories together and experienced heartbreak alongside them. As a result, many fans still feel protective of both Pumpkin and Josh and want to see everyone happy. Others believe it may be time to accept that their story has entered a new chapter. The couple is no longer together, and their lives are moving in different directions. That doesn't necessarily mean there is conflict or bitterness. It may simply mean that both individuals are finding new ways to define their family dynamic. As of now, neither Pumpkin nor Josh has publicly addressed the Father's Day questions. And perhaps they never will. Sometimes silence is intentional. Sometimes people choose to handle personal matters privately rather than explain every decision to the public. If that's the case, fans may never know the real reason behind Josh's absence from the post. But one thing is certain: this small social media moment has once again reminded everyone why the Shannon family continues to capture so much attention. Their lives have always been filled with unexpected twists, emotional moments, and stories that keep viewers talking. Whether new information eventually comes to light or the mystery simply fades away, fans will undoubtedly continue following every update. For now, the biggest takeaway is simple. A Father's Day post sparked questions, reignited discussions about Pumpkin and Josh's relationship, and reminded everyone that even the smallest details can become major headlines when it comes to reality television families. And until either Pumpkin or Josh decides to share more, the questions surrounding this story may remain unanswered. Thank you for joining us for this 4-part series on Mama June, Josh missing from Pumpkin's Father's Day post sparks fan questions. Be sure to stay tuned for more updates, because in the world of the Shannon family,